Friends, welcome to our channel Geologica and you are watching the part 3 of 100 Geomorphology MCQs. So, let's begin with our questions. So, we have completed 10 questions. Now, this is the question number 11 and it is asking the exfoliation process is related to either metamorphism, chemical weathering, mechanical weathering or metasomatism. If you know about the structural geology, you may have heard the name foliation, that it is a planar feature, a plane-like and developed due to the forces, and forces is a physical quantity and thence it comes under the mechanical type of weathering. Now what happens is in the exfoliation, suppose that you have this as a rock mass and it is feeling a burden due to the overlying another rock. Okay, like this you have the another rock above this layer, or you may have a layer of thick layer of soil because of which it is experiencing some sort of pressure. So now when due to the external forces this pressure is removed, then the rock splits into the different layers and these layers are actual planar in the observation. So these are planar and comes under the mechanical type of weathering. Okay, so exfoliation is the loosening of rock material, type of weathering comes under the mechanical. Now question number 12 one is frost wedging is related to. So frost wedging, if as you know that it is a frost term related to the glacial activity, ice, cooler temperature. So this is a dominant process in the glacial or the glaciers or glacial regions. The freeze and thaw process of the water is generally happens, and because of this the rock material loosed down and finally the weathering happens, and this type of weathering is because of the mechanical process, because as we freeze the water it expands, and as it expands it exerts the force into the surrounding rocks. So again force, so that definitely again the mechanical type of weathering. Now question number 13th one is bed forms with the crest trending roughly parallel to the net sediment transport direction is called. Now if you will see the options, they are the dunes, different type of dunes, and dunes belongs to the aeolian process, a process related to the air. So in the diagram you have the 6 type of dunes where you can see the Barchans, transverse, Barchans dunes becoming the transverse dune, that is the transition state. Then you have star dunes, parabolic, as well as the linear dunes. So as you can see that in the linear dunes there is the crest is trending roughly parallel to the net sediment transport direction. Okay, so crest is something like this and transport direction is something like this. So here the linear dunes are also known as longitudinal dunes, and hence second option will be our right answer. Okay, now question number 14th one is which of the following mineral is least susceptible to the weathering. If you know about the bounce reaction series, then you knows that there are continuous series in which we have the anorthite and albite, while in the discontinuous series you have the olivine, then pyroxene, amphibold, biotite, and here you have the orthoclase, muscovite and quartz. So this is the first mineral which crystallize and also the first mineral to undergoes weathering. So this is the crystallization, increasing crystallization, and this is the weathering. Here the topmost mineral will weather easily, and finally the lowermost mineral will weather very readily, or it will be very susceptible, very hard, very resistant to the weathering. So here you know that the last one is quartz, so hence fourth option will be your right answer. Now question number 15th is a medial moraine is developed. So all type of moraines are the depositional landforms of glacial activity, and when two glacials are moving something like this, then whatever deposits we found in the jointing pattern or in the integrated area, that is known as the medial moraines. Okay, the movement is something like this. Two glaciers are coming and becoming the one, So where at the place where these two meets, it will known as the medial moraines. So medial moraines are the deposits which found in the middle of two coalesced glaciers. So next question is, trellis drainage pattern is most likely to develop. Now what happens, trellis drainage pattern is something like this. Okay, parallel rivers. Okay, and this is possible only when you have a inclined surface like this. Okay, so here second option is inclined tilted sedimentary rock layers. Natural levees are not suitable for the trellis drainage pattern, as well as granite and as well as the horizontal layer of volcanic rocks. So hence second option here will be right answer. Now 17th and last question is, which factor directly influences the shape of a delta? So as you know that delta is formed on the mouth of a river, and these delta have the sediments and river water, they have the oceanic water, waves, and they also characterized by the several type of tides. So that means the shape of delta can be influenced by the intensity of wave action, it can be influenced by the strength and height of different tides, it can be influenced by the volume of sediment which is carried by the river. So hence fourth option will be your right answer. So it's all about for today. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम कुछ और क्वेश्चंस को देखेंगे. थैंक यू.